Well, guys, I got some bad news for you because it seems like the production for pretty much everything live action is going to screech to a halt. Let's talk about the kickoff of the strike of the Screen Actors Guild. Now, the last couple of days have been pretty exciting for us comic book fans. We've gotten all kinds of movie images from the set of Deadpool 3, and it seems like the battle we've been waiting for decades was finally happening. Production was moving forward with several projects, even though the Writers Guild was currently striking, but now it appears the brakes have been locked and everything is coming to a screeching halt. Now, the writing has been on the wall for quite a while that this was going to happen, but now it is official. The Screen Actors Guild, the guild that represents more than 160,000 performers, has officially gone on strike. Now, this is the first time the guild has taken this kind of action in over 40 years, and it's been more than 60 years since the actors and the writers were on strike at the same time. Now, what this means for all of us is multiple productions that were managing to shoot even though the WGA was on strike will now be forced to completely cease production, and pretty much every superhero project we've been following will fall into this list. Now, the Screen Actors Guild has released a statement, and that statement reads, "The SAG-AFTRA negotiated in good faith and was eager to reach a deal that sufficiently addressed performer needs, but the AMPTP's response to the union's most important proposals have been insulting and disrespectful of our massive contributions to this industry. The companies have refused to meaningfully engage on some topics and on others completely stonewalled us. Until they do negotiate in good faith, we cannot begin to reach a deal. We have no choice but to move forward in unity and on behalf of our membership with the strike recommended to our national board." Now, the organization representing the studios actually replied with a statement that read, "We are deeply disappointed that SAG-AFTRA has decided to walk away from negotiations. This is the union's choice, not ours. In doing so, it has dismissed our offer of historic pay and residual increases, substantially high caps on pensions and health benefits, audition protections, shortened series option periods, and a groundbreaking AI proposal that protects actors' digital likenesses and more. Rather than continue to negotiate, SAG has put us on the course that will deepen the financial hardship on the thousands who benefit on the industry for their livelihood." Now, these are both typical statements you would expect from both sides, and honestly, they seem really far apart on these issues. Now, each group is going to represent what they supposedly did and what they brought to the table, but honestly, it seems like the actors, just like the Screen Actors Guild, have been getting a bit of the short end of the stick. Now, most of this is built around streaming, and streaming is much more complicated than general sales. It's very easy to give an actor or a writer a percentage point of a particular product. You sell a DVD, and the actors and writers get a piece of that. But when it comes to the streaming revenue, this is much different. Every time somebody streams something on Netflix or Hulu, there's no revenue generated for that view. It's based on subscriptions, and I think this is where the shenanigans and the problems start to come to the surface. Now, we did get reports yesterday that the plan from the studios was to basically wait out the Writers Guild strike until people started losing their homes, which is an absolutely horrible approach and will dilute the industry down of some good talent, eventually resulting in lackluster productions and end products, which are what we as the consumer really actually want. Now, we're going to follow this one closely on this channel because so much of our content is built around this type of material. But honestly, guys, I think we're going to be several months before this whole thing gets resolved and everybody gets back to work. So I think everybody should be prepared for almost a full stop on superhero content, at least for the next 6 months. It's devastating, but I think it's the reality of the situation.